Jai Hind all. Myself Pradeep Kumar Tripathi, Assistant Professor in Department of Information Technology. Today we have discussed about the OOPS with Java, that is in target audience of second year students of CSIT. Here is a lecture series 1. We can discuss about the basics of Java and how to implement the Java and how to run the program and what are the basics of Java. So we can start from the basic program. We can discuss about the what is the basic syntax of particular Java. Suppose you can just print the hello world in a program. How can you write the program in a Java and how can it can be run? So in the Java we can use the class hello world, and then we can define the public static void main string args system.out.println hello world. This output is hello world. So how it program can be run and what are these concept of public static void main string args and system.out.println, then we can discuss about line by line. So suppose in the first line, starting with the comment section, comment is used for the code to understand intent and functionality of the program. It is completely ignored by the Java compiler. In the class hello world, every program begins with the class definition. In this, the program hello world is the name of the class, and the class definition is like this: class hello world and braces. In these braces we can use any type of function, method, variable we can define in this particular body of this particular class. In the third statement, we can use the public static void main string args. This is the main method. Every application in the Java must contain the main method because the compiler start execution of the code from the main method. For the just remember, the main function is the entry point of your application. It is mandatory for the program. We can use public. What is the public? Public is a access modifier. Static is a keyword that is used for the creation of the objects. If we cannot create the object of that particular class, then we can use the static keyword. If we can remove the static keyword, then program will not execute. Void is the return type, and main, that is the, what is this main? Main is a main method that is start from the execution. String, that is the data type of that particular arguments. Args means arguments. We can pass all the string, all the data in the form of string in the Java. This is all about public static void main. After that, the line 4th is system.out.println. In the previous languages like C, C++, we can use the print statement. For the purpose of print statement, we can use print. In the Java, we can use system.out.println. That is the syntax used for the printing statements. Every valid Java application must have a class definition that matches the file name. That means class name and file name must be same. The main method must be inside the class definition. The compiler executes code starting from the main function. In the Java program, we can use the JDK, JRE and JVM. What are these and how we can implement our Java program in a JVM? So first of all, we can discuss about the JVM. What is JVM? JVM means Java Virtual Machine. It is an abstract method that enables your computer to run a Java program. When you run the Java program, Java compiler, Java, we can say about the Java compiler, short form Java, first compile the Java code to the byte code, then Java JVM translate that particular byte code to native machine code. This is the instructions that a computer executes directly. Here is the Java program. Java compiler converts Java program to the Java byte code, and Java byte code is converted into the machine code by the help of JVM. In the machine code, directly execute that particular machine code and give the output. This is the flow of particular program, how the Java program can be run through the JVM. So JVM is the main important role because JVM can convert our Java program to the Java bytecode. In the Java bytecode, what is JRE? JRE means Java Runtime Environment. That is a software package that provides the Java libraries, Java virtual machines and other components that are required to perform a Java application. JRE basically it is an environment that can use for the purpose of run a Java program. In what is JDK? JDK, that is the Java Development Kit, is a software development kit that required to develop application in a Java. When you download the JDK, JRE is also downloaded with it. In addition, JRE and JDK also contain the number of development tools like compiler, Java doc file, Java debugger, lots of files that can be, lots of tools that can be also inbuilt in the JDK. Here we can summarize the concept of JVM, JRE, JDK. This is the JRE basically means of superset of JVM. When JVM we can use JVM plus class library is called JRE. And JDK, what is JDK? JDK, that means JRE plus compiler debugger, all called JDK. In the JDK, if we combine this diagram, these two diagram into this, what is JDK? JDK is basically JRE and compiler debugger Java doc, and the JRE is combined with the JVM and class library. These are the concept of JDK, JVM and JRE. These three concepts that can be used in our Java program. In every Java program, we can use JVM, class library, compiler, debugger. So, all about of JDK, JRE and JVM. Now, we can move on the variable part, because if every program has some variables that contains the value of some data. So, what is a Java variable? A variable in is a location in the memory that holds the data. To indicate the storage area, each variable should given a unique name, and suppose we can define this creating the variables integer speed limit, that is 80. This is called integer is a data type that suggests the variable can contains only the integer value. You can define like this. You can also define in this particular method integer speed limit, and speed limit is equal to 90. You can define like this also. You can define this, you can define like this. Both are the same. In the variable, Java has some naming rules for the variables. We cannot easily assign to the any type of name, any type of name that is the previous language we can use. In the Java programming has a set of rules and convention of the naming variables. Suppose we can assign a number or underscore, that is not allowed to start with the variable name. Java is a case sensitive language. We can use age and age. These are the concept of this. If we can assign this age and this age, these are the two different type of variables, not a same type of variable, because it is case sensitive. If we can use capital, then it is different. If we can use the small letters, then it can be different. Variable must be start either a letter, either underscore or a dollar sign. Suppose in the example int age, this is a valid name and good practice. Integer underscore name, valid but not a good practice. We cannot. Integer dollar age, valid but not a good practice. We can use like this. Variable name cannot be start with a number. We cannot start the number, suppose like this, integer first age 25, that is a invalid variable. We cannot use in the variable with the start with the number. Variable names cannot be used the white spaces also. It is also called invalid variable declaration in the particular Java language. So types of variables in Java, there are three types of variables that we can use in our program. One is local variable, another is static variable, another is instance variable. What do you mean by the local variable? The variable that are declared inside the method of the class, their scope is limited to the method, which means you cannot change their scope. Suppose we can define some variable in a particular class and we can use in another class. This is not allowed in the local variable case. So local variable can be used in the same class that is defined in that particular class. Data type, variable name and value, this is called local variable. What is static variable? Static variable are also known as a class variable because they are associated with the class and common for all the instances of the class. Static modifier tells the compiler that there is exactly one copy of the variable in the existence regardless of how many times the class has been initiated. What is the instance variable? Each object of the class had its own copy of instance variable. Unlike a static variable, instance variable have their own separate copy of a instance variable. What is the Java literals? Literals are the data that used for representing the fixed value. They can be directly used in the code particular program. For the example, int age is equal to 25, float b is equal to 2.5 and character c equal to f. So these are the literal because the value has been fixed already. We can use directly in the program. We cannot change the value of that particular variable. So these are called literals. Literals can be different types. One is Boolean literals. In the Boolean literals, we can use initialize the Boolean data type. They can store two values, either true, either false, because Boolean has a working on the two value, either 0, either 1. This is called false, this is called true. So Boolean variable can be used the two value, either false, either true. In the integer literals, and an integer literal is a numeric value associated with the number without any fractional or exponential part. Floating point literals, that are numeric literals that has already either a fractional form, either exponential form. Character literals are the Unicode characters that enclosed into the double quotes or single quotes we can use. String literals are double quote and character literals are a single quote. If we can use this like this, this is a character literals. If we can use like this, this is called string literals. So we can the definition of that particular literals. In Java, we can use a simple program that can be run and how can be used in that particular program. We can discuss about the JVM, JRE, JDK, and also we can discuss about the variables and literals, how we can use in the literals and how we can use the variables. Now we can move on the operators, because the operators are the symbol that can be used for the operation of that particular variables. Suppose we can define these type of operators we can use in a particular Java program. So we can discuss about these operators. After that, we can discuss about the program, how can be written that particular program and how can be executed like this. So we can discuss about the operators. The basic arithmetic operator. Basic arithmetic operators are the plus, minus, into, divide, modulus. These are the called basic arithmetic operators. We can also use some arithmetic operators that is auto incremented or auto decremented operators that can be used in a particular Java. Suppose we have a program of like this, we can create a particular class main and we can define about the public static void main and declare the variables a and b. We can use addition operator a plus b equal to like this, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus operator of this particular program in a arithmetic operators. We can directly use like this and we can run this particular program. What are the output in the addition operator a plus b, that is 12 plus 5, we got 17. In the in the subtraction we can got the 7, multiplication we can got the 60. What is the multiplication operator? A into b, 12 into 5, that is a 60. A divided by b, that is 2, a modulus divided by 2, that is a final output of the 2. So these are the output and these are the programs that we can run in that particular scenario. So this is the basic program of arithmetic operator we can use in a Java program. What is the assignment operator? Assignment operator equal to, we can assign like this, a equal to b, we can use like this, a equal to a plus b, and we can written like this. We can use a minus equal to b like this, a into equal to b, we can like this, and we can use this type of variable assignment operator, and the meaning of these assignment operators are this one. This is the uses of operator, use, and this is the meaning. That is the meaning of that particular example. So, what are the logical and relational operator? Logical and relational operator, just suppose B1 and B2 will return true if B1 and B2 are true, else it would be written false. What is the B1 and B2? B1 and B2 are the variables, and double end. What is the double end? That is the operator. Which type of operator? That is a logical operator. We can use logical operator for the purpose of Boolean value like true or either false. This is a AND operator, this is a OR operator. B1 or B2 will return false if B1 and B2 or both are false, it would be written like true. In the B1, return the opposite of B1, that would be true if B1 is false, and it would return false if the B1 is true. In the relational operator, we can use 6 type of operators in the Java like double equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, and less than equal to. These are the 6 operators that we can use in a relational operator we can use in that particular Java program. How we can use in a relational operator? These are the description and these are the examples. Suppose we can take the example of double equal to. What is double equal to meaning? The 3 double equal to 5 return false because the 3 does not equal to 5. Suppose we can use the 3 negation equal to 5 returns true, 3 not equal to 5, that is a true. So these are the output. Greater than, smaller than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, we can use like this. So this is the relational operator, logical operator, arithmetic operator. Now we can move on bitwise operator. What is bitwise operator in Java? Bitwise operator in Java are used to perform operation on individual bits. We can use these operators for the bitwise operator, single end, single R, and negation, less than equal to, greater than equal to. These are the operators we can use for the purpose of performing the bit. Suppose bitwise operator, suppose taking the example of num1 and num2, these two variables can compare corresponding the bit of num1 and num2 and generates the 1 if both bits are equal, else it returns 0. If num1 and num2 data generates equal number of bits, suppose like this, suppose these are the examples. This is not equal because one bit is changed, one bit is changed, one bit is changed. Only one bit is matched. But if it returns 0, if we be written like this returns 1, this returns 0. So this is the bitwise operators that we can use in a particular method. Suppose num1 or num2 compares the corresponding bits of num1 and num2 and generates the 1 if either bit is 1, else it returns 0. In our case, it would returns 31, of which is the binary conversion of 31. Num1 and num2, if we compare about the or AND operators, then it generates the 1, they are not equal to, else it returns the 0. So these are the operators we can use in particular program for the purpose of individual bits. If we use in a perform operation on the individual bits, then we can use the bitwise operator. Bitwise operators are used with the single operators and they can return the value of boolean type value, either 0, either 1. What is ternary operators? We can use in the binary operator, logical operator, relational operators and bitwise operators. Now we can move on the ternary operator. Ternary operator is the new operators in the particular Java program we can use in this particular Java. In the previous languages like C, C++ and other languages, we cannot use the ternary operator, only we can use the binary operators or unary operators that we can use in a particular C or C++. Now, Java ternary operators are conditional operators that is used for the if then else statement. We can use for the purpose of if then else statement. If we can use that particular if then statements, how we can define variable, expression, question mark, expression 1, colon, expression 2. Suppose we have a small program of class Java, public static void main, and the February days is 29, string results. What is the motive of that particular program? We can use and we can run that particular program for the in the Java. We can define the variable and we can find out the result of result variable. What is the ternary operator uses? Result equal to February days equal to 28, question mark, not a leap year and leap year. System.out.println, we can pass the result. What is the output of this particular program, how it can be run and how it can be executed. Because we can if we can pass the variable and expression, if expression will true, then give the output of expression 1. If this is false, then goes to this. So true is this and false is this. So what is the result? February days is 28, not a leap year and leap year. What is the output of this particular program? This particular program output is not a leap year, because in a leap year we have a 29 days. So these are the operator precedence that we can use, because operator precedence is important for the Java program, because we can use the operators, more than one operator in a single program. So how can we set the precedence of that particular operator? So we can use this precedence order for the purpose of programming. This is the operator and this is the precedence. Suppose postfix and increment operators, we can use simply higher precedence. Prefix and increment and unary operator, that is also we can use the higher precedence. Multiplicative, additive, shift, relational, equality, bitwise, and after that in the last we can see the assignment operator has the least priority, and the ternary operator has also the least priority, because in the particular Java program we can use these precedence order for the purpose of programming. When we can use the more than one operator in a particular program, then we need the precedence order of a particular operators. So we need this particular statement. Then after the operator we can move on the statements. We can use if statement, nested if else, and if else if statement with the Java. We can talk about the if statement. Suppose we can define the class string ARGS, we can declare the variables, check number is greater than 0, then print number is positive, else if number is less than 0, then number is negative. If both condition are false, then number is 0. So what is the output of this particular program? We can run that particular program from here. Number is 0, number is greater than 0, that means the positive number, and this is the positive number, and this is a negative number. And if we pass the both condition or false, then we got the number of 0. Then if we can use the nested if. What is nested if? Nested if means if we can use the statement in the if we can use the more than one if statement in the particular program. Suppose like that we can use the more than one if statement. Suppose like this we can use if, and we can use if else if, else. These are called the nested if statement. If statement and if else statements we can use for the purpose of program. In the purpose of programming, we can pass the suppose we have the more than one output in the particular program, we can use the if statement and if else statements. Nested if we can use for the purpose of more than one output. So these are the statement and these are the precedence of the operator in the Java. Higher precedence, it appears in the table, and the higher its precedence. So these are the operators. These are the bitwise operator. We can discuss about how the Java program can be run, how the Java program can be run with the JVM, JRE and JDK. Then we can discuss about the variable, we can discuss about the literals. After that we can use the operators in the particular Java program. Then we can use the precedence of operator in the Java. Then we can discuss about the if else statement that we can use in a particular Java program. So in the previous we can use in the Java program. Suppose we have a arithmetic operator in the class main, public, static, void main and string ARGS, and we can pass the number of integer. How it can be converted to the string? We can pass this particular number to the string ARGS, and string ARGS that can be converted as an integer to string in a particular Java program, and then we can use, they can pass the integer number as a string in a particular Java program. And after the passing the arguments, we can run addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulo operator, and they will give the output of 17, 7 and 60 and 2 and 2. And in the Java program, every Java program they can treat the integer value, either float value, either any type of value that can be treated as a string in a particular Java program. In this example, we can use the integer value and pass to the integer value an operation on also the integer value, but Java can treat it as a string in this particular program. Java can be uses string of the any statement that can be passed into the method. So these are the operators that we can use in particular program: basic operators, assignment operator, auto incremented and decremented operators, logical operator, comparison operator, bitwise, ternary operator also. So these are the operators, the literals, bitwise, and if else statement. Suppose we can move on the topic of OOPS concept. What is the OOPS concept? In the OOPS concept, we can discuss about the inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and in the polymorphism and encapsulation. So what is abstraction? Abstraction is the method that can be used to hide the information from the users. We can use abstract method and abstract class also for the purpose of abstraction. After the abstraction, we can discuss about we will discuss inheritance. What is inheritance? Inheritance means, suppose we can create a class, and one class can be inherit to the second class. That first class is called parent class, and after the inheritance, that can be a child class. So we will discuss in the next lecture inheritance also, and we will discuss polymorphism. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism means, that is, the poly means many and morphism means forms. We can use one method for the purpose of different purposes. Suppose we have a addition method, and we can add for the addition method to the integer, and we can also add string in that particular addition method. So this is called polymorphism. In encapsulation, we can hide the data from the user. So these are the concepts that we will discuss in the OOPS concept. And OOPS concept of the Java, that is the basics of your program, and we can use for the programming purpose. In the OOPS concept, that is a very important topics that is for the Java. So it is all about, and we will discuss in the next lecture with the OOPS concept. Thank you so much.